This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by Lincoln Savings Bank. At home in Iowa, at work for you.
Back here with Troy Dannen as we wrap up the show. And Troy, beautiful facility here, the Unidome, but you're always looking ahead to improve and upgrade these facilities.
Well, if you ignore the facilities, eventually they're not beautiful anymore. So we have to continue to do some year by year, some day by day things. But we also announced a couple of weeks ago really a 10-year facility plan of what some of the major things are. Talk about some of the quick needs that we have and that will get addressed, starting with the turf, maybe some other things for football. But two big projects. One is the dome renovation, which we've talked about, to get some additional restrooms in it and make sure this dome has another 40 or 50 years of life, just like the previous 40 or 50. And then what is essentially a basketball practice facility. I'm calling it a performance center because all the sports will benefit by it with some of the things we're going to do. So other than the McLeod Center, it's really been about 3 decades of time without a capital project. Now, the McLeod Center was a big capital project, but we're going to go float a couple of those with UNI fans and friends and see if there's interest in getting some additional facilities built that are going to support our student athletes.
Big upgrade with the online viewing for fans, because not everyone gets to live in the Cedar Valley, can log on and watch Panthers across the globe with ESPN3 contract.
ESPN3, and 5 years ago, ESPN3 really didn't exist. It was Watch ESPN, and only a select group of people could do it. So, the technology, the way that it's evolved, I can watch on my phone on an ESPN3 app. Watch this year really any Panther athletics game in the Missouri Valley Conference in football, men's and women's basketball, and volleyball. It'll expand beyond that over time. Everybody always wants to see the road games, and you'll be able to see the road games now. So, great benefit exposure-wise, unlike the Big Ten network or the SEC network. It doesn't bring millions of dollars into the coffer, but what we're trying to accomplish is that exposure piece. I want the recruits in Minneapolis to watch our men's basketball team play home and away. I want our football recruits in St. Louis to be able to watch our football team play home and away and get that affinity built up among recruits as well as potential Panther fans.
So in your 8th year as the athletic director, you've really surrounded yourself with a good staff, and you gave some promotions this past summer, well-deserved for a lot of staff members.
Yeah, they are, and our staff, and rightfully so, kind of stays hidden. The coaches are out front, and as well they should be. And I'm out front a lot because of my title, but we elevated 4 staff members to deputy athletic director, and Gene Berger, Steve Schofield, Justin Schemmel, and of course Steve Gerhardt, who's been the chief fundraiser here for a long time, and so much of what we've been able to do is in Steve Gerhardt's hands. They do a phenomenal job. Not all of them are alums. 2 of them are, but they all bleed purple. They've all been here a number of years, and that goes hand in hand with the coaches. The fact that we've been able to keep continuity among the top end has allowed us to do a lot of things. All 4 of those could go be athletic directors at the Division I level tomorrow if that's what they chose to be. So it's a great asset we have in our department. It's a great comfort for me because, as we talked earlier, if I'm going to be on 2 NCAA committees, I'm gone. I'll be gone 30 to 40 nights during the course of the school year. But I have a staff that could be running the place. I don't tell the president somebody else could be running the place, but they could be running the place, and I trust in my absence they are.
So, Troy, in the last 20 seconds here, just why you're excited for this year.
I'm always excited mainly because I know what to expect. I know what we're going to have from a group of student athletes. I know they're quality kids. Our coaching staff, again, continuity there. I know what they do. I like our coaches. And I know we're always going to be competitive. We just don't have a football team. We're always going to have a competitive football team. Volleyball, they're always going to be in the top 2 or 3 in the league. Men's basketball, women's basketball set up to have maybe their best season that they've had if we can stay healthy. So a lot of competitive, optimistic reasons to look forward to it. But the thing that Panther fans knows tried and true are the kids that are on the field, on the floor. It's a great group. It always has been. It always will continue to be because we make sure we have the right kids here. So that's why I look forward to it. I'm just glad they're back on campus. It's boring in the summer to not have any students around here, but the activity is certainly picking up.
Well, thanks, Troy. We'll see you around, and thanks for watching Panther Sports Talk.
Off the tackle, David to the 25-30, David go to the 40, look at him go!